At all times, men. Touch gloves now, you're boxing at the bell. God bless you both.
So here we go then. As an event, this has been spectacular. As a fight and a competitive contest, we're all curious as to what may happen. The battle of the baddest is the way it's being billed, and both men are here and promising fireworks. The most charismatic boxer on the planet against the wrecking machine from the UFC. The pre-fight show was stunning, and now this eagerly anticipated crossover showdown is here for us all to enjoy. Cristiano Ronaldo at ringside, Alexander Usyk behind him, and Tyson Fury straight out to meet Francis Ngannou with a big shot early on.
Yeah, it's a bit surprising, but fighting fire with fire, Tyson Fury. Let's see how he just settles into this contest. I'm expecting just to feel him out with the jab and just box at distance and have a look at his opponent. And Ngannou, cool Ngannou there for the good shot.
Yeah, good right hand from Tyson Fury. It's going to be fascinating based on the fact that he could be facing Alexander Usyk before Christmas. How he goes about this tonight. The one thing he can't do is get any kind of injury. Ngannou's got this big punch, this big sweeping overhand right. And that's the punch that he's going to rely on tonight. 11 stoppages in his 12 wins in UFC, and 9 of them were knockouts in the first 2 rounds. It's the first time he's ever boxed in there in these kind of circumstances. He did have 2 amateur fights in Cameroon way back when. He's had this crash course from Mike Tyson, and now he's got this unbelievable challenge in there. A man that nobody has managed to get the better of as a professional in the world champion, Tyson Fury.
Well, he's obviously listened to Mike Tyson, who's given him a bit of advice in his training. That double jab Mike Tyson was famous for that double jab, closing the distance down with fast footwork behind that combination, that double jab, and then sending the right hand home. And that's probably what Ngannou's got to do here, because he's got to close the gap. He's got to get to Tyson Fury. How do you do that? You can't do with a slow jab, a single shot. That's why he's doubling it up. There it is there, look, with his feet in, and that's when he's got to close the gap down to throw his big right hand.
Something like 5 inches in height that Fury's got over Ngannou. The reach is pretty similar. Of course, the experience and the technical ability of the two of them could actually be poles apart. Fury said yesterday that this is like the table tennis world champion having a game against Novak Djokovic at Wimbledon, and he said he's got to head the size of a plant pot, Ngannou, so Fury says he shouldn't miss it too often.
It's quite an impressive start, though, from Ngannou, because he's actually thinking about his work, thinking about his approach, and as I say, using that double jab. I think Tyson Fury's expecting him to come forward, just staying on the outside, waiting for Ngannou to try and close that gap down. It hasn't really happened yet, but that's better from Fury.
Brilliant shot from Fury, the first time he's let his overhand right go properly, and it connects with Ngannou, who took it well, and then he wants to fire his own one back. There's no shortage of ambition from Ngannou. Both of them fighting fire with fire in this opening round. 2 men with power. Well, there's the bell to end the first round, and a little stare down at the end, and 1 or 2 words exchanged. Let's bring in Dan Hardy. Dan, what did you make of Francis Ngannou in the first round? Were you impressed?
I was impressed. I thought he looked very composed. I thought he held his shape very well. And I think Tyson was a little surprised that he wasn't reckless and overexcited. This Francis Ngannou can set up his opportunities to land those power shots. He's not rushing himself. He's picking his shots, and he's thinking about what he's doing. That is a very encouraging start for the Predator Francis Ngannou.
You kind of drift into your level a little too much with that jab.
I agree. The only problem you'll have with Ngannou is if he can actually keep carrying on in that way. Remember, he's not been in the ring for a long time. This is a new discipline for him, and can he keep it going? That'll be his problem.
To add some perspective to it, as we look at some of the action from the first round, there is that long overhand right from Fury that we talked about, Richie.
Long range right hand there, just set up with the left hand first, and then the right hand came over. Good shot.
Fury fighting tonight, the heaviest he's ever been, 277 pounds, and Ngannou at 272. The maximum weight he could fight at as a UFC fighter was 265. So there are lots of first tonight in there for the pair of them. The last time we saw Ngannou in the ring, he was 257 pounds. He's been as heavy as 263, but he's in there with the biggest man he certainly had to fight in any kind of format tonight in Fury.
Well, Ngannou at the moment is boxing the complete opposite to what everyone thought he would do. Everyone thought he would fight, he would start quick, get on that front foot, which he's not doing. He's thinking about his work there, and probably, like we said, Tyson Fury is expecting him to come forward, and that isn't happening. But Tyson Fury, we know Tyson can box at range. He's good at mid-range. He's also not bad on the inside also for such a big man. So let's see how this goes.
Fury trying to pop out that left jab, and Ngannou responding with a punch to the body. Now Fury doesn't want to be in the corner like that, because if he does land this big shot, then that could be the difference maker. And Tyson Fury just having a paw at that eye after Ngannou landed that particular one.
I think the head's come close as well, Fletch, there. So again, look, Tyson there on the outside there, just throwing these jabs and a few feints because he wants Ngannou to come over the front foot. So now they're both switching southpaw, so they're playing mind games with each other. But at the moment, Ngannou's not taking the bait, so he's not coming forward over his front foot. And that's why Tyson Fury now is trying to make him come. Has he got a slight cut above that right eye, just on the forehead there?
Yeah, we'll have a look. He keeps touching it. That's one thing he can't afford to do tonight if this fight's going to be on the 23rd of December against Alexander Usyk, who's here in the arena with everybody else, it seems, from the world of boxing for this one. There is blood on the forehead of Tyson Fury.
Maybe a graze or a little nick there.
Both of them landing shots there. Fury did say in the build-up that he's walked through Deontay Wilder, so he fully expects to walk through Francis Ngannou, but that might be not something he wants to try too often tonight. It's already, I think, a bit more competitive than we expected it to be. And Ngannou's come in there with a bit of style, a bit of confidence, and he's giving a good account of himself to this point.
Up to this point he is, yeah. Fair play to him. Fury now boxing as a southpaw, and Ngannou has that orthodox, and Ngannou may find it a little bit awkward now with Fury being southpaw. Got to get to him if he can.
The arena absolutely filled to capacity, and I would think in that corner they'll be relatively satisfied. There's a little bit of damage.
You hear me?
Right in the middle of the forehead. Thinking back, that's about the place where Marvin Hagler got that infamous cut against Tommy Hearns all those years ago. This might just be the punch that caused it, Richie.
Yeah, let's have a look here. That might be the shot. Yeah, I think you're right. Fletch there. Straight away, he goes for the forehead, just dabs it. A bit of a clash of the heads there as well, so that might have come there. We said there might have been a head clash. It could have come from that.
It's interesting that Joe Joyce has sparred both men, and he said in the case of Ngannou, he described him as being a little bit wild at times and a bit too open, but we haven't seen evidence of that to this point.
No, not at all. Ngannou's boxing a cagey contest.
So into the third we go. A fight to this point that's been competitive, and now Tyson Fury has some slight damage to his forehead. He's the man with everything to lose in there tonight, and Ngannou's expected to turn up tonight, have a go and lose. If he could do anything tonight by way of an upset, it would be the biggest shock, in my opinion, in boxing history. And he's growing into the fight, Richie. The more it goes, the better it gets. He's starting to land shots. Big left hook from Ngannou.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad at all. Again, bit of an injection of pace there with those feet. He gets into range and he lands a shot. And having said that, you just get the sense also that Tyson, he's just really warming up Tyson Fury and just assessing the situation and what's in front of him. But at the moment, he's got someone who's thinking about his work and who's boxing quite impressively at this stage, Ngannou.
I think a lot of people expected Fury to come in there and dominate behind the jab if that's what he chose to do, but that's not been the case to this point.
Well, that hasn't been the case because Ngannou, you know, he's not playing ball, he's sitting back a little bit. And so if he was coming forward, he'd be walking onto that shot, and Tyson would be having more success. But by hanging back, he's drawing Tyson's lead, and yeah, he's not really working very well with the lead hand at the moment, Tyson Fury. That's why he's doing those little twitches there. He wants Ngannou to come over the front foot, but it's not happening.
Fury just flicking out that southpaw right jab. He keeps switching from orthodox to southpaw inside the final minute of the third round.